NewWest in the building. Yeah. NewWest is in the building. Yeah. We about to make you bitches feel it. But fuck lame niggas and they feelings. Whoa. NewWest in the
Yo, what is going on? It's Sick here today, coming at you from NewWest Entertainment, kicking it with the NewWest crew. Say what up, y'all. Hey, we're here today to bring you the first episode of theSICcast, our new podcast. And the very first episode is with the one and only DEXXX Music, a legendary producer that we've been working with at the studio here for a number of years now, and he's produced like countless bangers that have come out of this room with a magnitude of different people as a producer, but he's also a fucking killer artist himself, making some amazing music. So today you'll get a chance to hear a couple of those songs and hear about his inspirations and his journey that got him to where he is today, and sort of how he got into making music and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned for all that, and welcome to the new podcast. I've got a bunch of different artists from the city that we've done a number of different interviews with, just about songs that really mean something to them and sort of how they got to where they are today and their influences, and just hoping to give a spotlight to a bunch of local artists and let people know them better, and let the community see all the dope people that we have coming through the studio here. So without further ado, let's get to the episode.
T-Steak Beats.
I'm just calling to say I
ain't going back to when I was moving the O's and pushing the minerals. We can't relate, I motivate, the hustle that you got is minimal. Who would've thought that I come this far from when I was snorting the fentanyl? I can't get a good girl when I bring up my past, they think I'm a criminal. But I had to break free, I don't understand how y'all could wake up to the same thing. I got big dreams, I'm picturing the money, tell Elizabeth to say cheese. The way you treat yourself, our label companies were treating children out in Beijing. Man, face it, you been sleeping on yourself, that potential getting wasted. It's amazing how I'm hopping the hurdles. My girl pussy is tight in my circle, slipping inside her, she wet in the squirtle. White color tan off white, ain't talking Virgil. Funny how everything clear up when I like the purple. Kinda funny like how I always used to want you around, but now I just curve you. Ha. Shorty, I'm sorry, but I'm about to flop. And this came up and I'm up on my guap. Ulterior motives whenever we talk. Why you think I smoke a sip on the walk? Nowhere to turn to whenever I'm lost, so I grab a pen and make some up in my thoughts. Behind the wheel, when she giving me top, she deep throat and smoke 'em out the exhaust. Vision blurry as it gets, I'm back up on the meds to cover up the stress. All of my homies been worrying about me, I tell them I'm good as it gets. I can make up my mind, do I want a girl, do I want a bad bitch? Conversating with the devil, I put on my hold and get back to the cabbage. Drunk, stepping over all the drama, always keep my honor, diamonds on my armor. Yeah, I still believe in karma, try and fuck me over, only time I harm you. It's carbon copies in the genre, I'm making it hard for the union to prosper. Caught up deep in my mind once again, this pen hoping more than the doctor. SOS, come and save my soul, got a one-way ticket to my downfall. No one never seen it hit my phone, unless I got a full account though. Then they wonder why I'm not around more. Always following my shadow, but never there to fuck my bad those. Hot when I need you, where you at though? Thought they're trying to give me Prozac, think I'm better off sipping cognac. Smoking chronic like a chimney, mama told me simmer down, you gon' crash. I got no brakes, I'm just all gas, I'm in go mode, I can't hold back. I'm in go mode, I can't hold these back. Demons in my mind, fuck 'em. Getting high to try and one up 'em. Bottled up 100,000 problems. I don't fit 'em when I'm out in public. Always been causing mischief since a little kid, no fucks given. Me and the devil are tongue kissing, got me in the grip, I'm feeling in prison. Stay consistent on my grind. Music only thing that keep me from going crazy. So many snakes hiding with the mask, got toxic motives and two faces. These politicians playing chess with our lives, subliminal messages all in our minds. Blockless long as the list of my vices. Will I live another day, roll the dices? Ha.
I love you.
Damn. Pop.
Yeah, bro. Let's have one run.
Do you prod the whole thing too? Is that your beat and shit?
Oh, my best friend made that beat, bro. He gave me the whole rights for it. So.
Sick, stellar, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking killer. I was jamming those today, man. Like, yeah, I fucking,
man.
dude. I actually like today when I like doing my like homework for doing this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
I like threw on the Spotify and just like hit shuffle on my drive. And dude, like, there's no skips, bro. You got no skips.
That's
rare for like.
Appreciate it.
And the thing is, that's not even just like for me. Like, I feel like if I was at like a party or like around other people that just like don't know that I'm into music and I put it on and like Reddit, they'll say no skips too, which is like not a common thing for people who are like a local like underground artist. So like,
Nah, for sure. I appreciate that a lot, bro.
yeah, and like
I don't really fuck with some of the older ones, man. I'm gonna get rid of a couple.
Will they?
But
I just hit the most popular on Spotify.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what's you cause you, I just hit the top, let it run, and like,
oh yeah,
bro,
for
I
sure.
went through like 6. I'm telling you, I didn't skip nothing. The 7 or 8.
Yeah, I
I'm rocking
appreciate
through.
that,
And like,
bro,
guys,
for
I
real.
normally when I see your songs, I see them on Insta and stuff when they come out, like right when you drop them. So I'll see them, then I'll check them out then. But like, this is the first time I'm listening to like just your station, like all your shit, and I was like, holy fuck, man! Like
for
no
sure,
skips,
bro.
straight up, like right on the industry standard, and like. Dude, like even like I noticed it in like your lyrical content and stuff too, and I respect that like, bro, you got it. Like you ain't faking the funk. I was telling Justin before, like you know you got
bro.
it. You can hear it in the bars too. Like it's a topic in there. What up,
good,
Messiah
bro,
in the
good.
fucking house?
How
Yo,
much, bro?
we got a fucking mic for you if you're ready to pull up. We knew this was gonna happen, that you're gonna pull up right after. So if you want to throw the mic on, you can join us.
Yeah, let me do the walk around first. How's your chin looking?
Better, bro, but yeah, still fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Jewel. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. When was the last time you saw Jewel?
Is it still no juice? No.
Yeah.
In there?
Don't believe me right there. Check it. No nicotine. No nicotine. 2022.
I see you like emptied out the Jewel and pushed shit
Yeah.
in there.
Well, bro, I found this. I haven't used this Jewel for fucking years.
okay,
Since
yeah.
Jewels were hot, right? And then I found this Jewel kick-in with pods. I'm like, man, I could just put some zero in there. I found I had Jewel chargers. I got like 3 Jewel chargers, like 3 Jewels. Like, I got a little jar of them.
There you
I used to
go,
work
man.
at a vape store, so I had like.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you got all the gear, man.
for a hot minute, yeah. But yeah, dog. Zion in the house. Hopefully he'll come join us soon. But like,
Sick, bro.
I think we should do like some sort of intro. So I should do like my fucking intros. I'm still super awkward at
thing.
this part.
Oh,
but
no,
like,
bro,
I have
it
to
comes
do
with
this,
time.
right? It's a show,
Yeah.
right? It's like, all right. So we'll be like, coming up. Yo, what's going on? It's Sick here today, coming at you from NewWest Entertainment. I'm sitting down with DEXXX right here today, motherfucking hit maker in YYC. You already know. I feel incredibly honored to be sitting here at this point in time in your career. I feel like this is gonna be a fucking big one. So
Hey, I appreciate that for real.
fucking, yeah, dude.
Shit, man.
Bet. So, you should introduce yourself. Let the people know why you're dope and why you do cool shit. And,
Yeah, for sure, bro. My name is DEXXX. I'm an artist, producer from Calgary. I've been working with a lot of artists in the city, also making my own shit for probably about like 6-7 years now. And yeah, I'm honored to be here too, man. It's good shit.
Sick, dude. Thanks for coming. You should run your plugs too, so people can find you. What's your Spotify? What's your...
Yeah. So I'm DEXXX with 3 X's on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. On YouTube, it's the same, but DEXXX Music. And DEXXX_403 Instagram. Yeah, you can find all my content there.
Yeah, I hope people, like, if they don't know who you are when they get to this part, they're like, yo, I'm gonna go check this guy out. If they're gonna make it through the rest
better
of the
go
show.
check it
and,
out,
like,
man. I promise you won't regret it.
No, it's the real deal. It's the real deal. So, okay, and then another thing I like to start with, just for context, is like, how do we know each other? Like, I feel like we just know each other from the industry, I guess. Like,
Yeah. Well, I guess I met Adam quite a while ago because he's my homie, AK's cousin. So been linked up with those boys. I came over here. I think I just met you here. Like a party or
so you
something.
went through here, like,
Yeah.
track and stuff. Because you were prod for Adam a couple times on some of the songs those guys did and stuff like that early. So,
Oh, yeah.
man. So, yeah, how does the connect? Just making through, making songs, making all this shit here. Yeah. And then the other thing I think that really flavors like conversation that I don't think people take enough time to do is like, I just start like a headspace, like check in, like how you hanging right now, like where's your head at, how you feeling, like where are you at in life, so that if you watch back this in like 30 years, you're like, where the fuck was I at, like at that moment?
for
like,
sure, yeah.
Just take a second to like guide yourself and reflect.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, man, I'm going through the motions right now. It's up and down. Of course, the one time I get called over to do this, I have stitches on my face, so I'm sure everyone's going to be sitting there like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, they look good on this camera. It's the advantages of our production budget here.
Yeah,
I don't know about on the HD, but like...
Ah, man, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, fuck that. Sick. So, cool. The first, like, level of, like, this, like, structure is, like, trying to build a foundation. So, like...
Yeah.
Where do we Like, where were you born? Where do you come from? Like, how'd you get to Calgary?
Well, I was actually born and raised here in Calgary.
100%? Okay.
When I was like 3 years old, my mom's best friend was a guitar teacher, like classical guitar. So she got me put in on lessons really early.
Damn.
And I've been at it ever since, man. I never stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
Making tunes the whole time?
Yeah,
So
man.
you're born and raised Calgary.
Yeah.
You're always making tunes.
I was
Like,
meant to do music.
and guitar was like the first thing you started playing?
Yeah, bro.
And
But
classical, like guitar, like as a kid?
yeah, it was classical. And actually fucking, oh, is that all good if I swear?
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
What the
just
hell is
making
this?
sure, bro, just making sure.
We ain't
But,
trying to get monetized. We ain't making no money anyway.
But yeah, no, I actually hated guitar, man. Like, my mom would push it, like, after school guitar. And,
Yeah.
like, make me practice every single day. And, like, I hated it. But I'm so thankful she put me in all that. Because, like,
yeah.
I would not be where I'm at today without that background.
Every musician says that, like, man, like I fucking hated it as a kid, but I'm
Yeah.
glad my parents made me do it. Like, as I never had that, so I wish that I took piano at a young age or something. That I
Yeah,
could, like,
yeah, for sure.
stuck with and like went through and stuff. So, damn. So then, like, if your mom was like the one who got you into like classical guitar, what was like the first kind of music you were exposed to? Like, what were your parents rocking?
Well, my dad was always in rock. He was in a band too, like some indie alternative music. And I feel like the reason I rap is because I hated classical music so much. It was the complete opposite, you know? It's in a couple of bands in my like junior high days. But yeah, I just drifted over this direction, man.
Yeah, I
Like,
get.
haven't gone back.
There's a lot as like a producer. You must feel somewhat like a conductor because you're conducting the whole orchestra, but the whole orchestra is your laptop.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Like,
And,
go ahead.
no, like even in some of my songs, I have more of like a rock background. I still play guitar, even some classical shit on my beats, and I'll sample it and like.
Yeah, and you can hear it too, like when it's a real guitar versus like a MIDI guitar, or even just like sampled and stuff. When it's like actually a lick over top of like your loops and shit like that, you can hear it.
Oh
Come across.
yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. So then, so if you're like trying to like rebel away from that kind of music, like when did you start getting into your own music? Like, do you know what like the first CD you would have ever went out and bought with like your own money was?
To be honest with you, I think it was probably Green Day or
Like
fucking-
American Idiot album?
Yeah,
in those
yeah,
days?
one of those for sure,
Yeah.
man. Or like some. Then I was always on Eminem too, man.
Yeah.
Like that's huge
Dude,
growing up.
That's
but-
actually come up on here before that like I feel like anyone from our generation has like
Yeah.
4 Eminem songs they know every single word to.
Oh,
Even
I'm
if you
sure,
don't like
man.
Eminem. Like if you like Eminem, it's more than 4. But there's at least 4 for everyone who's in this like younger than millennial but not like Gen Z.
Yeah, for sure. Man.
Right? Yeah. Oh man. Eminem's like fucking cool. So you were always into hip hop.
Yeah.
Like that when
Not
you
as
start-
much. Like there's points in my life I'm like fuck rap, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Still like now recently or like
oh no, not at all. I'll like go through phases where I go back to the old shit for a bit, try something new, you know. But I always end up back at the rapping, man.
Yeah. So like the old school stuff you say like that's like the Green Day, like some of the rock and roll kind of influence stuff that you have in there. Like that's the stuff you
sure.
grew up on, like
Yeah.
Eminem and like getting into those.
Yeah. Honestly, now that I'm thinking back on it, man, is when I was like a little, like probably like 15-ish, started smoking weed, like fucking with drugs a little bit, and like I just found rap again. It was so relatable. I
Yeah.
was going through the same shit a lot of these guys are going through, man, and it just spoke to me.
Yeah. That's what it's for, man. It's fucking poetry. That's what it's the
Yeah.
counterculture. It like speaks like to a generation of youth and like
Yeah, absolutely.
like that's what this kind of music is there for. That's why it's not the fucking pop shit you hear on the radio. That's why they don't play it on the radio because that's not what it's for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's meant to speak to the people like in the community and shit, right? So
Yeah, no, for sure, man.
yeah, fuck, that's cool that you always been in hip hop then. So like, when did you started playing guitar? But when did you start to like enjoy music and like do music for fun?
Well, I had a little band phase in like junior high and shit, man. I was like doing shows at these like local places and like
In Calgary?
yeah.
Like,
the New Black,
fuck
shout
yeah.
out if anyone
That's
knows
how
what that
that's
is,
how me and
bro.
this guy like got to
Oh,
be
no
friends. We
way.
played No Black shows all the time. So
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
like, I feel like you might be a couple years younger than us.
Oh yeah, I'm 25 right now.
No, I'm 26.
Oh, How old are you?
27.
But you were
Oh, no
playing at the
way.
New Black in junior high.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I feel like we might have been on the same bills back in the day because it was only
Probably.
open for a couple years.
Yeah.
You been Rebirth shows or like who were you playing there with? Like what did you?
Well, do you remember what's it called? Toast and Jam.
That's how we fucking got started. That's how
No
my whole
way,
music
bro.
career started.
I
You
probably
did
ran
Toast and
into
Jam.
y'all back then, man.
What band? You were playing in a band?
I was in a couple of bands.
But you
man.
did Toast and Jam?
Yeah. Nothing that would have stood out to you, bro. We were pretty fucking garbage, but I was the drummer.
I don't know how, but we came in second in that shit.
No
That's
way,
no
man.
Well, I wonder, did they do it yearly or like?
I think
feel
it
like
was
would've
like a
been just-
yearly thing.
Dex,
yeah.
if-
I only went in like twice.
You did it 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I only did it 1 year. I didn't know they did it multiple years. That'd be fucked up. I've never met anybody who even knows what the fuck I'm talking about. The fact that you did Toast and
Yeah,
Jam too is
bro.
blowing my mind.
Oh,
I
that's
talked
what's
about it
up,
on
man.
another
Shouts
podcast. So the
out.
fact that you're like, yo, dude, I'm straight up. That's like my biggest fucking goal in music is that if I ever make it, is I want to be able to create a program like that where you can just like showcase the ropes.
Oh
Be like,
yeah,
hey,
bro.
this
absolutely.
is an option out there. And like the New Black Center like did so much for me like as a youth, like and like where my life would be right now if that place didn't exist. Like if I could fund a place like that can afford to be open to be only these all ages shows that only 40 people are at, just so that the community can have a space where they can use that and some fucked up 15-year-old kid like me can go there and scream my face off at
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
11 o'clock on a Friday. You know what I mean?
That'd be wild,
Dude,
bro.
Like I couldn't. That's like my end game goal in like music is like to get big enough that I can afford to like bankroll that shit back for the community and like because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for none of that. So that's blowing my fucking mind that you know about that.
Oh no, me too, man.
But like I wonder if we ever gig together. Like do you feel like comfortable leaking your band name?
Bro, I mean, like I could. If I can even remember, but I was in a couple. There's Life is Heroes, then there's fucking what's it called, Drawn and Quartered.
Was it like
heavy metal
grindcore?
ass
Like
shit.
what kind of music?
Oh
were you
no,
making?
we were pop punk, bro. Like straight pop
That's a
punk.
fucking brutal name.
Yeah, I
for a
know.
pop
You go
punk
in, you
band.
expect some crazy shit.
Just
These
sitting there
kids
eating
just like-
pizza. So were you into that like scene in that days, like when you were junior
A
high?
bit, yeah, a bit. I was for a bit, yeah.
Did you go to any like those big pop punk shows? Did you ever like to the Wonder Years back then, or like Brand New played at the Den and shit?
I tried to sneak into All Time Low once, and it didn't work out so well. But I still got to see them up close. And shit, so.
Damn.
But yeah, man, nah.
I had no. I wouldn't have pegged you for like.
Oh,
that
no,
kinda
most
kid.
people
Hearing
don't.
your
I-
music nowadays too. That's so.
I
Funny.
mean, I do have one song, Something Isn't Right, man. Like, second one on the fucking list there.
If you
That
ever
was
rock
like
it-
straight pop punk, man.
we can put songs in the podcast wherever. It's a music podcast.
I mean, go for it, man.
Yeah,
Run
rock
it
it.
quick.
Where is it?
Second one, it's on that like mix. Yeah, right there.
I'm getting tired now, just need a lot done. I can't stop myself from getting high now. I'm sick of trying, all out of time down. I just need a break and more lives now. Getting sick of this routine, guess I'm just not what you need. I'm not enough, I'm too much, living life like a movie. Is it a love story or horror flick? Can't breathe, let me take a sip. Can't believe you just walked out. I ain't spent today sober since all this pain weighing on my conscience. Getting sick of this nonsense, doubt floating over my head. Can't stop feeling nauseous. Millions of negative thoughts in my mind. Trying to slow down, can't help but fly. Days going by in the blink of an eye. I just can't seem to keep up with the time. Get a hold of yourself. Put down the bottle, quit eyeing the pills. Just dying to chill. Been trying to find a way out of this hell. White lies, white lines, temptation I can't hide. Devil cheering in the sidelines. Never mattered how much I tried. I'm tired now, just need a lot done.
It goes back to Hook, then my homies verses. But
Yeah, it's about you
Yeah.
today, motherfucker. Sorry.
no, for
Shout
sure.
out to the homies.
But actually, funny story about this song too, man. Like my friend who I grew up with, shout out Chloe. She's popping on everything, YouTube, TikTok. But she shared this for me, and I experienced hate for the first time. I got like probably like 30, 40 hate comments like this is trash, like turn this garbage off, or guy shouldn't be rapping all this shit.
Yeah.
I think there's like 100 comments on there, 100 comments on her post where she shared it too.
Yeah, that dude. If you ain't got haters, you
Yeah.
ain't doing nothing.
Oh no, I know.
And that's worse than having haters. If you
Yeah,
got no
yeah.
haters, you ain't doing fuck all that matters.
No, for sure,
Right?
bro.
Every one of those hate comments is worth so much more.
Some of these guys put like whole paragraphs, man, and we're like critiquing every little thing about it, man. Honestly, fuck. But you know, that helped me move forward. Honestly, in the end of the day. So like,
Nah, man, you can't read that shit. Fuck.
oh no, man, I laugh when I read that shit. Now.
Yeah.
You know these kids, you click their profile, no videos, they're doing nothing with their life. They're
No.
just like,
And that's all they have. They're just trying to do some
Yeah.
fucking shit on the internet too. Like we grew up in like the Modern Warfare lobby era.
oh yeah,
You know what I
man,
mean? Like,
exactly.
imagine what these kids think their Discords are hardcore now. Like try a fucking Modern Warfare lobby.
Bro, and like some kid can say it's trash, but what if I meet a big artist? He thinks it's amazing.
Dude,
You know,
one thing I like to think about all the time is everybody talks about like engagement in their social medias. Your favorite artist, how many of their posts in the last year have you commented on?
Like I've hyped up a couple, but I don't go out of my way to talk shit ever.
Like there's like 100 artists you could name right now that are like, I am a fan of this artist. I enjoy their work. If they came to town, I'd go see their show. I'd buy their fucking CD. I'd buy their T-shirt. I'm a fan of this person. I never comment on their bullshit. I see it. I watch it. I'm cool. Like, yeah, you're on top of my mind. Whatever, cool. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
it's like,
man.
if you really give a fuck about an artist, like, I don't ever comment on people, like, famous people shit. I'm like, you already got 40,000 comments. What do you need my fucking
Oh
comment
no,
for?
exactly.
You know what I
man,
mean?
Exactly.
But then people are like, oh, I only got 20,000 likes on this post instead of 13, or I got 13 instead of 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, maybe they didn't feel like double tap and think, you know how many people you still like affected whether or not they tapped back to validate it or
Oh
not.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely, bro.
It's like you can't do it for that to like search out for like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get off my fucking soapbox and get back to the fucking. But like, I
Oh
feel
no,
very
bro, I
passionately
completely agree
about
with you
that.
though. I know. It's just like that's another reason I wanted to even pull out that song just to throw that in there quick. But yeah, man, like
Yeah. So like, I don't know, because normally there's more like prying out of people like where their musicality came from. But it seemed like you've been like day one, like you've always been. Like, do you remember a time in your life when you weren't doing music?
no.
Yeah,
To be
I feel-
honest,
I feel
even
the
then, even like I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Growing up, I struggled pretty bad with drugs, man. So I was doing a lot of shit, like popping like 3 tabs of acid, and then still going to my guitar lesson the same day, like tripping balls.
This is like as a kid.
like 15 years old, I'd say. Like then like yeah.
Yeah.
Then until now, man, it's on and off. But you know,
You still party rock nowadays?
I still party rock a little bit. I can't lie, man. But,
Hey,
you
we
know,
all human. Yeah.
but yeah, I try and keep it under control. And even in my lowest, man, I always have music there,
Yeah.
and I never let that slip.
And for everything. That's what I mean, yeah. And like you have like it as like it's like a thing that can always be there with you, and it has like so many different ways that it can like reflect or like affect or make you feel about a time. And especially like as an artist, like
Yeah.
I was talking on another one of these about how like with a song, a lot of times when you hear a song you recorded, when you make a song, and you hear it, it takes you right back to where you were when you made it, and what you can think about like the headspace you were in when you were making those mixing decisions or
Exactly,
making, or
man.
writing those bars or like whatever, right? You can like it's like so much more powerful than a picture almost, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh no, 100%, man. And yeah, I feel like a lot of these songs that I have out now, not all of them, but a lot of them, man, they come from hard times. That's how I cope with just writing.
That was one of the lines in the last song. You're like,
Yeah,
fuck a
man.
Prozac. I'll just take my fucking
Yeah.
my jack and the fucking smoke
Yeah.
a sack. I don't know what the exact bar was, but I got the sentiment.
Yeah. No,
The
it's along
fucking
those
intro.
lines for sure.
Yeah, man. But like, yeah, it's your music is fucking super rock solid, and I
Appreciate
feel
that a
like
lot, man.
that makes a lot more sense knowing that now that's like where a lot of your music is coming from, because it's genuine and that shit comes across. And even if I don't read it on the surface for like what the song is, when you're making genuine music like that, when it's genuine expression, it comes across
Oh yeah.
regardless, right? And like So yeah, it's just interesting to hear. Like, again, I feel blessed to be like behind the scenes of this shit to hear, like,
man,
crack
I
it open.
appreciate
You know what I
it.
mean? It just makes you think differently about music. Because, like I said, like, there's something about it, but like, yeah, just
Yeah.
like
No,
most
after
people are
doing
scared to
this-
go there. You know what I mean? To be that level of vulnerable. You're a producer too. I'm sure you see it, people in the booth all the time. Like,
Oh, yeah.
man, you're 80% of the way there.
They're
Just,
not
like,
going all
send
out.
it.
Yeah, I know what
You know what I
mean,
mean?
man. Nah,
Yeah.
but now after hearing all that shit, when you go back and hear my songs, you're gonna think of it differently, man.
Yeah, for sure. You always do. You always want to redo it.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, the one thing we dialed into, like, the type of music you were, like, into then, but, like, when you started making your own music, I guess the band stuff started.
Yeah.
This might be more related to when you started, like, your solo project or, like, got into producing, but, like, what are your, like, influences? Like, what were you listening to, like, growing up? You're like, man, I wish I could make shit like that guy. Like, were you listening to guitar players and stuff back in the day that you...
I mean,
were, like-
yeah, man. I was like all about that punk shit back in the day. I was in a band, bro. Like I said.
But that's what kind of
And-
music you were making then.
Yeah. But then, like, honestly, after my life, I went through a lot of shit, and just started rapping, man. Like,
Yeah.
all that shit was so relatable to me, and I fell in my place. So,
What kind of music? Like, what was, like, really... Like, who were the
like
people,
rap
like-
wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was big into like Eminem, like, Joey Badass, bro. Like,
That era
That
of
type of
Joey
shit.
Badass too. Like, that was when
Yeah.
Joey Badass was a king. Like, he just
Oh,
came out
yeah.
of school, like, top of New York. Like, that was an era for... And I feel like that's the thing when we talk about a lot of times with an artist, like, you kind of had to be there when it happened to really know what it was like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%,
And
bro.
Joey Badass is one of those artists you had to be there, like, on the rise to, like...
yeah, absolutely, bro. But yeah, I was one of those guys that was all like, fuck the new mumble rap shit. They don't
Yeah.
talk about nothing that matters, blah blah blah. And then I don't know, like over time, I started hearing some artists that were like actually lyrical on some of these new beats, still using auto tune and shit. And like, I don't know, I just like started
Took to
liking
it.
all rap and appreciating it, and I'm trying to make a little bit of each type.
Which... Sorry, your catalog is quite eclectic too.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Like, you know what I mean? You have like a mix. You have some of these like a little more rock influenced songs, but like you definitely also have your own sort of signature when it comes to like your sound too. I noticed in your beats and stuff too. And I even notice more just because I've had like the privilege to hear a lot of beats that you've worked on and stuff too, and other songs you've made for other people.
Yeah,
You
for
can
sure,
hear that
bro.
sort of like flavor. It's like a thing you can't really put words to. I couldn't describe to you exactly what it is, but you have like that. Even though you're working like with different people, making different people's music with their influences, or making like even different music that's just your own solo shit too, you still like cut through like with that stuff. So
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
bro. Well, yeah, I don't want to stick to just one sound, one type of thing. And like even me, bro, I'm still in the process of like finding my sound, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Do you have like an idea of where you want your sound to be? Like, do you have is there a sound in your head that you're just trying to make right now? Are you
Kinda,
trying to
yeah.
just exploring? Like, where do you
So,
see
like,
that?
I don't know, I'd say I mainly have like two styles. Like I'll do like some crazy turn up songs where I'm
Yeah.
not talking about much important shit, but like
Yeah.
and then I have like my like really lyrical shit. And I still like to put a lot of guitar in my beats since I play guitar, man. That's how it all
Yeah.
started. So I kind of jump between those two sounds.
Yeah. So that's like the two things. Trying to blend the two, or you want to have like that yin and yang?
Oh,
like,
it just depends how I'm
Like-
feeling the day of, man. When I
Just
hop
make
in
it
the
come on.
studio, like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just turned up. Don't really got much to talk about, so
It's like, yeah. Yeah. What, so you can't, when you were like, after the band stuff, you got into rapping, you were rapping first. Did you start recording yourself right away, being like, yo, I gotta put
Yeah.
this shit on wax? Like,
Nah,
up on
actually,
YouTube?
yeah, I remember this pretty vividly, man. I was with my two boys, just chilling at the river drinking, and we attempted to freestyle. It was like my first time ever, man. Like I rhymed like a couple bars, and everyone was just like, "Oh shit, bro!" Like that moment, man. I was like, "Damn."
Yeah.
Like I gotta keep doing this. And then I started actually like putting shit I cared about into it, and like I had like a little laptop with GarageBand, and
Yeah.
I took like
So-
a couple classes here and there on like basic mixing knowledge.
Yeah.
So it all kind of just happened for a reason, man. And like I kept at it all these years, and
Yeah.
God good. Actually, yeah, bro. Like I used to have artists come to my crib to record back when I wasn't shit, man. I had this garbage mic. I don't know if you ever played Wii Sports.
Yeah,
I had like
yeah.
the tennis racket.
Okay.
Made like a little pop filter out of
Bet.
it, man, and like some garbage speakers, like a slow ass computer.
Yeah, made it
Everyone
work
was like,
though.
they'd come in, be like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Just leave. And then yeah, all these years later, I ran into those same people, man. So it was like,
Yeah,
it's just funny how shit works.
I
out.
see where you're coming to. Everybody's done that, man. Yeah, everybody's made a pop filter out of something. Fucking
Oh yeah,
hanging blankets in the closet doors, trying to get in the
Yeah.
booth. Like I
my
feel like
ex's leggings, man, just cut up the little thing.
round and round. That's how it goes. But like, it works. You made songs, right?
Yeah, it works,
You know what I
man.
mean?
That's how it all
How
started.
the fuck else would you know how to make the songs you know how to today? You know what I mean? You wouldn't get anywhere
man.
like with it, like without that stuff. So like, do you like? You're like triple threat. When people say it's triple threat, they mean like sing, dance, and act, whatever. But like, you're like the music triple threat because you can produce,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
rap, and you can sing. So you don't
Yeah.
need nobody. You can rust all of it. Like,
Well, I've been trying, man. Like, you
Yeah.
know.
so, but what do you like? What do you enjoy the most, or what do you like? Do you have like something you think you're like the best? Like, do you just look at it all as just like making music, or do you like prefer or like do you like producing more? Do you like rapping more? Like, if you had it, if you got signed like multi-million-dollar deal, you
Yeah.
fucking made it, and now you could just play the game any way you want to play it. Like, what would be your?
I'd say my favorite thing to do, the most fun, is definitely rapping, man, and like
Yeah.
recording, doing music videos, all that. So,
Yeah.
but like I love meeting up with other producers, like getting 3-4 in a room. One of them just makes a loop, or like me and my boys will take like a 10-minute timer, just each person
Drop it.
10 minutes
Yeah.
to see how it ends. So that's some of my favorite
Yeah,
shit
it's
to do,
fun.
man.
That's why you should invite me to one of those at a time.
Oh, yeah,
That'd be a
absolutely,
fucking blast.
man.
I've never heard of like seen things like that, doing like against the clocks and time and shit like that. Like,
Yeah,
that's a
man.
fucking blast.
No, yeah, I'd love to bring you through sometime. It'd be a lot of fun,
That
man.
would be sick. So I think we should pull up like a song dissection now. Like, I don't know if you had like something specifically you wanted to like dive into, like a song you could talk about that's got a big story behind it. Like, it could be something
Oh,
that just
man.
means something to you. Could be a song
Yeah.
you wrote at like a really important time. But like, just like we should have something you can have a conversation. Something that like.
Do you think I could send you a video?
Yeah,
here?
fuck yeah. You got
If-
iPhone?
No, I don't.
No. You can drive your. Can you send me a link?
Yeah.
Like a cloud link?
I'm trying to think the best way to do this.
I'm a drive guy.
So, do you know if you can like share a private YouTube video?
Yeah.
Do you know how?
Is your video privated?
Yeah, yeah.
You should just be able to copy the link.
All right, I'm gonna try that real quick.
Because it only should open if you have the link.
Got a bit of a backstory behind this one here, but
You want to wait till after to like display it, or you want us to give us the rundown?
no. So, I'm just gonna wait till I pull it up here. It's not letting me send it though. Like, I swear, it says I have to publish it.
Oh yeah, you have to put it up as just change it to unlisted. So it's up and the link is public, but it doesn't go to on your feed, and only people that have the link. That's what it's saying. It's got to be an unlisted video.
Oh, okay. All right, man. I'm gonna send that to you on IG here. I feel like that's probably the easiest way.
Yeah, I should be logged in.
Hopefully that worked. I think it will.
Log in. Wow. Fuck's sake. I mean, I'm thankful that we live in a world that has two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
But at the same time, even though I don't know if it works, man, people's Instagram's been getting hit hard lately. You know, like hacking
Yeah.
came back on Instagram. It was gone for a long time.
Oh yeah, I know, man.
Boom. Sure.
Yeah, man. So I guess I'll give you a little rundown quick here, but so I recently went through a breakup, and this girl, man, she's got some very nasty things to say about me. Like, it's all good, but she actually got me to take all of my everything I owned from an ex, and took a video of it burning in the forest and posted on her TikTok, and So she did me pretty dirty, yeah. So we broke up. So I just took the couple gifts she gave me, and I lit them on fire for this video here. So,
You fucking savage.
yeah, she's not too happy about that. But like other than that, like this is actually my first music video I've like edited myself.
Are you cool to leak this here?
Oh yeah, for sure,
is
man.
fucking-
It's all gonna be out in given time. I doubt she'll see it anyway.
Fuck that. I hope she does.
If she does, y'all gotta back me up. Whoever's watching this, man. Yeah, I actually edited this.
Baby, you back at her with the mind game. Stuck up in my thoughts while I'm whipping down the highway. How come we can never do it my way? Why you think I'm locked away and hiding? These bitches always wildin', but I'ma keep on smiling. I just popped another one, you wonder where my mind been. Why you always lying? Took me for a fool, but you misguided. I can't even find no peace and quiet. What's the point in trying? Always cooking on the stove top, she get in my way. I maneuver through the roadblocks, if you quiet. Sick of sitting here with no luck. I know I got problems, I could barely stand my own thoughts. Now everybody think I'm plotting. Guess it's just the price you pay for trying to keep it honest. Been a little lonely since I cut out all the toxins. People treat you different when you poppin'. Yeah, I don't wanna feel no more. Don't wanna pop no pills no more. Don't wanna wake up to the same shit. Wishing I could fill the void. You can say I'm paranoid. I think I'm paranoid. I think I'm paranoid. Baby, you back at her with the mind game. Stuck up in my thoughts while I'm whipping down the highway. How come we can never do it my way? Why you think I'm locked away and hiding? These bitches always wildin', but I'ma keep on smiling. I just popped another one, you wonder where my mind been. Why you always lying? Took me for a fool, but you misguided. I can't even find no peace and quiet. What's the point in trying?
Music video.
Oh, shebang. Yeah. Stellar, dude. Yo, thanks for dropping the exclusive.
Oh, yeah, for
That's
sure,
fucking
bro.
crazy.
Yeah, she's
man.
not gonna be too happy about that one, but
Yeah, you know, still have a good drama. How do you think like the TikTok crowds are gonna react to that? Because I feel like once TikTok gets their hands on this, they like.
yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of drama to come. She doesn't have the nice things to say about me. Like I said, she'll say what she will, but
Yeah, everyone's got their side of the story to tell, right?
yeah.
you
But
put-
I've been sitting on
put
that
it
one
in
for a
wax.
while here.
So. I can see why you might be hesitating, but like I
Yeah.
appreciate getting to pull it up for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Little
Damn.
sneak peek.
I'm glad, like letting us in to the DEXXX universe. Fuck.
Yeah.
So like, what do you got on the go right now? What's the fuck? What you working on? What you cooking up? What's
Well, my biggest thing right now is like I got all these songs, right? But I don't really have my face out there, my personality. Not a lot of people know me like that, you know?
Dex,
Yeah.
what the fuck were we on about?
Oh yeah, you're just asking what I'm working on now.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So, what
Yeah.
you cooking up? We're gonna cut that.
Oh no, it's all good,
So,
bro.
Dex, like this is the first time I'm asking you, what you up to lately? What you got?
Yeah.
What's coming next, bro?
Nah, my main focus right now though is mostly just building my image. Like I got all these songs, but I don't really have a video or a face behind them. Or like even this is a great like step in the right direction. That's why I'm happy you asked me to come do this, man.
Dude, I'm glad. Thank you for coming to do so. Like that's
Yeah,
the whole
for
point
sure.
of this is like I want it to be beneficial for everybody because I really don't like social media. I wouldn't be doing social media if I didn't have to. But like as artists, we kind of have to do social media, right? And a way like this where we can just flick this on and we can sit here and we can just like shoot the shit And
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know what
man.
I mean? Once we get this to be a live stream, we can sit here and chill with the chat, meet new people, hang out. You get funny clips, then you got shit to post on your Instagram. I got shit to post on my Instagram. And then when I'm putting effort into doing social media, it's not just like, oh, look at me, look at me. I'm like, I get to share the love and show with all the dope people like you that we know here and shit. So
Hell
thank
yeah,
you very
man.
much for coming to this. Because,
Oh,
like,
yeah, of
we
course,
wouldn't be
man.
able to do these festivals if it wasn't for guys like you. We would be able to do podcasts like this if it wasn't for you. So like,
Well, I'm happy
yeah.
to be part of it, man.
So that's the plan for right now. That's what's cooking. Like, just
Yeah.
trying to get on the branding side of things, get
Yeah.
out there, shoot some videos, get your face out there, tell the story a little more.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm still recording some stuff too, but
Yeah.
that's my like main focus right now.
Doug, like the music's there. Anybody that hears the music, if you look at it, you know everybody knows it's good. So like,
Yeah.
man. Fuck. What about like producer games? Still producing, man?
Oh, yeah,
Jumping
for
up,
sure, man.
selling beats, like
Not as much, but I'm definitely still on that.
that's the guy. But you were
Yeah.
like moving more into like the making, producing, like making.
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
You'd rather do that than the producer grind for the rest of it.
Well, at least lately, I'll go through phases like where I just make beats, don't really write much, and then it's the opposite.
Cook up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, do you want to like run plugs again? I think that's like freaking cool.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Let's want to shoot the shit more. Like I was kind of curious about like asking you how you felt about like just like state of the industry stuff, like where music's at right now, where you think the hip hop game is, where you think we are in the world with like streaming and stuff now, like.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, in my opinion, man, like, you gotta be very unique nowadays because pretty much everything has been done already. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just be like the B version of Drake or whoever it may
Yeah.
be, right?
Yeah.
Like, even what's his name? Yeet, man. I don't know if you've checked him
Yeah.
out much, but
Yeah.
like most people just think it's whack. This guy is so unique, doing shit has never been done. Like, his
Yeah.
whole
Remember when they
image,
used to talk about Thugger like this, or they used
Exactly,
to talk about
man.
like Rich Homie Quan and shit? Like when those guys are coming out, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this garbage? Nobody saying fucking real music, blah blah. Like,
Yeah.
tell that to those guys now, right?
No, exactly, man. But like, I just feel like it's very oversaturated now, and
Of course.
everything may have been done, but at the same time, everything hasn't been done. There's always that next step. You just gotta be trying shit people are scared to try.
Yeah.
And even with my own music, I feel like I'm trying to still put my own sauce on it more,
Yeah.
make it stand out. You know?
Yeah. Find like.
Exactly,
Your-
man.
I feel like you're on your way. I definitely feel like you have like a sound signature or just like a flavor that seems to fall in the tracks that you make. Like just
Yeah,
from hearing
yeah.
like the beats and stuff that I've heard you for other people. It might be something with your production and stuff too, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm still on my way to finding it, but I'm getting there for sure. Some of the newer songs you're gonna hear from me will be a little different, but
still, I
Yeah.
like different, man. As you said, you got to experiment. You got to try new things, and like also, I feel like if that's how you feel, you also want to cultivate a fan base that's willing to like follow you on that journey. Where there are people that are willing to hear new things, that want to explore, that want to be on to the next new hot thing
Exactly,
first,
yeah.
right? And if you're just making this commercial fucking, like pumping out the door music that's just gonna sell, try and do numbers, whatever, right?
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you're not gonna get those type of people that are gonna be. You're just gonna get passive. Maybe you get a playlisting here and there, and you get a few monthly listeners, whatever. But you're not making fans, like people that want to follow you and fuck with you.
yeah,
like,
for sure, bro.
as you go through. So like, admirable, bro. I think you're well on your way. Like I think you're
Appreciate that,
well
bro.
on your way. And like, I mean, yeah, you got a fucking catalog too.
Nah, for sure, man.
So it's not like you don't have like the fucking proof and the receipts to show for it too.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. Yeah, man, I can't wait to hear more beats and shit. I have like a couple more like bonus questions if you want to keep rocking for a minute.
Sure, yeah. I just want to add in one thing quick. to
Yeah, dude.
myself.
Fuck yeah.
I'm not gonna disclose the name here, but I've also been like making these almost parody songs,
Okay.
like extreme jokes, and releasing them on this random SoundCloud, just as a complete joke. And I sent it to like some of my friends. Like it's pretty insane, but so I've been doing that, and I feel like it's very therapeutic, and it's helping me learn shit too. And now I'm just like, then I'll try shit on there that I would never do on my shit. So
Yeah.
I'm like trying to find the balance between it,
Like,
if that
right.
makes any sense.
That's a sick little Easter egg to throw out there. 'Cause
Yeah.
one of your super fans is gonna be like, "What the fuck is it? Like, I'm gonna find this."
I'll
I'm
show
like-
you later, man, but I'm not talking about that on no video, bro.
I wonder if like you ever think like big artists like ever do that, like Lil Wayne just like
Oh,
drops some
probably, man.
fucking CD under some alias, like
No, even what's his name? Post Malone, man. When he was starting out, there's like leaked videos of his like parody sus like shit he made back in the day. So it's like,
Cool.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot more than you would think.
there, yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely be putting a voice changer on them and like doing some
I
weird
love
shit
that
with my
stuff,
voice so no one knows. But
Yeah, what was
but
like
no, like last thing, man. Like it's been getting more consistent views than my actual music. So
that's
I'm
how it
almost like-
goes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually almost ironic. So,
Is it like hyperpop kind of stuff? Like,
some
is
of it, yeah, but like
Okay.
it's all different. I've got like
just that's a wave right now. Like this, like super. It's like this, like it's like hyperpop trap.
oh no, yeah, I've been
Crazy
listening
pitch
to
up.
quite a bit of that actually.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's
Yeah.
like an interesting movement. That it reminds me of like the vaporwave era. It's like kind of come back around.
No,
Like,
for
you know
sure,
what I mean?
man. And like that's like my thing, man. Just like weird music. Like I'll put on my playlist. People are like, what the fuck is this trash?
Duh.
But to me, it's like the most fire thing I've ever heard. Like,
Yo,
you know?
I give you a run for money. And
Oh
Like,
yeah, man. We'll
I've
have
always
to-
been into like I just like crazy over the top stuff. Like 'cause I came from being a metalhead growing up, right? So like I've always been into the super over the top aggressive. Like when I got into rap music, like I love like Death Grips and shit. Like
Oh, I
like,
love
crazy
Death Grips too,
experimental
man.
shit,
Shows
which is,
out.
like, hard to like.
And like
That's crazy to know because there's not a lot of people that are like.
Oh yeah,
into
man. No, for sure. And like Young Lean and like Blade and those boys.
Dude, that was a fucking era too.
Drink gang
man.
shit, yeah, man. I'll play some of that. My friends are like, can you please turn this off? I'm like vibing so hard with it, man.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things you kind of had to be there, you know, like what that
Yeah.
time was like.
That's why when homies like passing me the aux, I'm like, I don't think you made the right
Yeah.
decision, but
Yeah, I'm
like-
a Hoover guy though. I loved like that era.
oh hell yeah, man. Most of my friends do too, man. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, crazy shit. But yeah, you wanna hit me with those bonus questions?
There's just two. I just like figured I'd come up with more over time, so I have like a notepad. So when I'm
Oh,
stoned,
yeah,
and
for
I'm like, yo,
sure.
I should ask people this question. So one of them I wrote down when I was baked one time is like, I really like live music. Like that's my favorite thing. My
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
I fucking love live music. Like live performances of like any kind. I love seeing a band I've never heard before, seeing. Like,
Yeah.
You know, walking into a bar and there's 4 old dudes jamming, just like hearing something like that.
Oh,
Or I
hell
love
yeah,
to see
man.
like a big over the top like pops like, dancing with singing and fucking coordination and like it just live experiences because they only exist. It's like lightning in a bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had so many like being somebody who's been doing music like my whole life, being in fucking it's like shows for so long. Like I just have so many crazy like powerful like experiences that have happened
Yeah.
just to like live music or just like seeing people performing. Like I don't even know to like say one to tell a story, but just like so many. Like I feel like it's what religious people get.
Yeah,
almost.
for sure,
You know what I
man.
mean? Like it's a similar thing, but like that's what it is for me. Is like that kind of stuff. So like if you could see any artist, like any live performance, you know, it's like who's your favorite artist dead or alive, but like live performance you could attend like in the past, or like you could put it together yourself.
Man,
Like
actually, it's, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but it's a funny story though. A couple of weeks ago, one of my friends took me to the Avril Lavigne concert, man. She was life changing.
she's still hot.
Oh yeah, man. She's pushing 40 now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm probably gonna get clowned for that one. But that was a huge show for me, man. I grew up on her shit, man.
Dude,
like
she came here when we were kids. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it was really cheap because a lot of people I asked who their first concert was, and they say it was Avril Lavigne in Calgary. That
oh yeah, no, I've heard that a lot too. And I never went to that one.
no, neither did I. I
But-
didn't. I didn't.
Yeah, like I went to her show like a couple weeks ago, man. And it was like one of the craziest performances I've seen. I was right at the front too.
Could you imagine something like, especially like a reunion thing like it is now, like coming back? Like it's a big deal to see it now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man.
And like the fact that she's still out there doing it, and it's like it wasn't like she's always been around and fell off and had a crazy drug phase. Like she's been gone for 20 years,
Yeah, I know, man.
and then now comes back. Like that's pretty cool. No,
No, but
I
she
don't-
put on a show, man. If y'all ever get the chance to see that shit, you gotta go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, so you get it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
but there's
I love
nothing that
live
like,
shows.
or like, is there like an artist that you really like that you wish you could have seen in their heyday? Like
Well, yeah, one of my favorite rappers is this guy named Kasky. I don't know if you heard of
Kasky,
him.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, bro, he's been huge for me. ever since I was growing up, his music helped me through some rough shit. And like, say, I would love to see that man live, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's like what I could think of off the top of my head, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that'd be sick. To see him like on like a come up show with like 40 people.
Yeah, man.
Just chilling.
He's slept on too. Not a lot of people know him.
Really? Is he associated with like a label?
He used to be on like Cash Money Records, but
Cash Money.
I don't know if he still is. He might be, but he's on a very unique wave. It's just like the wordplay, man. Like growing up hearing that shit, cause he's around my age too. So it's
Really?
I don't know. I was just relating to it so much, and that's like one of the people who got me into doing all this. Like Mac Miller, Joey Badass, like I said, man. So it's like,
Yeah. That's the era of hip hop, you know what I mean? Like,
no, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. I want to see Suicide Boys too, man. They're playing in Rolling Loud. I was trying to go, man. It's in September.
I don't know if I'd want to see him at like a huge one like that. I want to see him at like
more
club
personal.
show. Yeah. I seen Flatbush Zombies at 10.
Ooh, that would be good.
Fucking amazing. Like that was like, and seeing a band like that at that kind of atmosphere where like they're passing you a joint as you're standing beside them and they're like moshing with you and shit.
Oh yeah, man. Those are the best shows.
And like, dude, like, but if they go like Suicide Boys now, you're almost never gonna get that. They're never gonna be that accessible again.
Yeah.
So that's why it's special. Like, yo,
No, for sure, man.
Did you go to Night Lavelle when you came to Calgary?
No, I missed that.
Nobody knew about it. It was like, I found out like day of, and it was like the most bumping show at Eden, bro. It was that fucking, I don't know what they call it now. It was like so many Ace nightclub, Eden.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And different things with it.
It's not a strip club now. I think they switched it into one.
I know you had lots of strip clubs, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start getting a bumping music scene off the fucking strip club.
Honestly, man. I mean,
Yeah, that's how
they
it
should
goes in
something
ATL,
that-
right?
Yeah, no, it's funny. Yeah.
That's who runs the
Back in the
fucking-
day, man, like growing up, MGK was supposed to play it, and then it got canceled. Not a lot of people knew about it, but I got a ticket, so I pulled up. And there's barely anyone there, man, and it's like crazy experience.
You seen him? You seen MGK back in the day?
Yeah, man.
Just nobody there.
Yeah,
Damn.
and yeah, his band was there and shit.
No way.
Crazy shit, yeah.
Stellar. That's fucking cool. Holy shit.
Just
Damn.
at the Palace Theater there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Damn. I seen Mac Miller there back in the day.
Oh man, I would have killed to be there.
Dog. I seen him right when Blue Slide Park was #1. Donald Trump was like the
shit.
biggest song in the world. His encore was Loud off like the Macadelic album. And
Yeah.
like my homies had it recorded on his iPod Touch, and we all used to like listen off the fucking little tiny speaker on his iPod Touch to be able to listen to
Yeah,
that
man.
song before it came out. Like, oh, I feel so lucky to see that. And like I was a metalhead for a long time, and I was like really lucky. And like Mac Miller changed my whole musical perspective.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah,
like,
man.
as in, like he just fucking opened my mind to a whole new world. Like that was one that you had to fucking experience. Because people don't get it now. But like, have you seen the documentary on YouTube?
Yeah, I have.
That
man.
dude that just made the one that's just all YouTube clips?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I
Oh, I
bawled
know, man.
man tears. Sitting
That
by
definitely
myself
brought
on my
some
couch,
tears to
bro.
my eyes too, man.
It's
Like,
fucking
fuck.
brutal.
Nah, he's big for me too,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It's like, I also want to go see like Young Thug or Future live, man, or
I
something.
seen
That
me
shit's
and Adam
crazy.
seen Future one time. It was crazy.
That would have been, man. God damn.
Yeah, yeah. I've been trying to see Migos. They were supposed to be there. Migos canceled. I tried to see Migos when they played the Chasing Summer. Migos canceled. Every time
shit, eh?
I've bought tickets to see Migos twice, and they've canceled twice. So I feel like. And now
Yeah,
it's
that's tough, man.
like, wow, did Migos fall off? Did you say Migos?
I would say
Controversial.
they.
We get you on TMZ, Dex. Did Migos fall off?
I would say they did. Yeah. Who the fuck like specifically listens to Migos anymore?
Yeah.
It's like maybe their features are still here and there, but I don't know, man.
Okay, if we're gonna talk controversial, how do you feel about Cardi?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's not my thing, bro.
You're gonna say that on the internet, bro? You're talking about having haters. You're gonna talk shit about Cardi on the internet.
Bro, I mean, respect to her, I guess, but not my thing, bro. Can miss me with the Cardi B.
Not Cardi B, Playboy Cardi.
Oh, Playboy Cardi. Honestly, yeah, I fuck with Playboy Cardi, bro.
You do?
Not all of it, but
Okay. I don't get it. You get it. You're into Playboy Cardi.
I love Cardi, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's just
I
sick,
want to
man.
like it, like you said. I like the weird shit, but sometimes I just don't get it.
Well,
And I
big-
feel like, you know what I mean? I wasn't there for it. I don't know what, like, and
Yeah.
it moves so fast with that kind of stuff. Like the stuff they're making now is not the stuff they were making 3 years ago. Like, yeah.
Oh no, bro. Yeah, I fuck with Playboy Cardi for sure. Man.
That's mostly, but he's like a polarizing figure. I feel like people
Yeah.
have hard feelings about that guy when you either love him or you fucking hate him. And I don't know what to make of it because I just feel like I don't understand.
Oh no, bro.
Maybe
the
one
first
day.
time I heard that type of shit, I hated it too, man. Screw him, yeah.
I feel like I'd have to see him live. Like that's what would put.
He's
it
got
together
his
in
own
my
sound. A big part of it's like the beats too.
Yeah.
They're hella
Which
different.
and that's cool. Like it's the forward, innovative, experimental shit that we were talking about, right? Like that's why I feel like it should be up my alley, and I'm like, that's why I'm asking you about it because I feel kind of like somebody
Everyone
explain
was
it.
clowning on that vampire album we made, bro. But I was like, bro, I actually fuck with a few of these tracks. So.
Yeah. What are you bumping right now? What's your top class Wi-Fi? What's new? Is hot? What's popping? What's fresh off the press?
I'm about bumping right now, bro. I've been kind of fucking with the new Jack Harlow album and like Future, bro. Always.
Still on.
I don't know, man. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
Been fucking with some of that hyper pop shit, to be honest with you. If I get clowned for that, but
Yeah, fuck it. That shit's crazy. As a producer, you know what the fuck's going on there. So it's I feel like your mind's a little more open to that stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can get why people don't want to that just want to tracks to bang out to aren't super into
Yeah.
Daco.
Yeah, he's sick as fuck,
crazy.
bro.
He was my introduction.
He
to that
produced for Migos, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Way
He walked
back
it like
in
a
the
talking.
day. Oh yeah, I'm huge into Deco, bro. That guy's sick, man.
Yeah, that project's fucking crazy. And his even his videos and all that shit is over the top.
Yeah, the Vocaloid chick, AI voice shit too, man.
I was clowning on that shit at first too, and then I found myself listening to it.
Oh, me too.
Well, ask this guy. I fucking played that fucking weird shit, clowning it a bunch of times.
Oh,
and then I
but
noticed
bro,
I was clowned on it.
You
way too
realize that's
often.
the same guy who produced some of Migos' biggest tracks, a lot of artists in the game.
Yeah.
And he's out here doing that shit.
And dude, I just feel like he's 5 years ahead of his time. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's just gonna be the wave in 5 years, and he's kind of the one cutting the path for it, so he doesn't get the spoils of it.
He's still dropping bangers.
But people looking back, he's caking. He's producing for Migos. Right? I don't think he's sad.
Oh no, for sure, man. Yeah, no, it's true, man. A lot of that music like that is ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Even I remember hearing him when he first came out, and I was like, "Shit's weird, man." It's I don't know, it grew on me. Because my friend put it on, and I seen him vibing so hard, and I'm like, I'll actually give this a chance. I went and listened to a few of them. I was like, damn, this shit hits different, man.
We never fucking I kind of wanted to nerd out on production stuff a bit too. What do you use with your DAW? Let's start there.
Yeah, Ableton, man. I've been on a lot of different ones, man. FL, Logic, but I don't know. I just like Ableton a lot for whole sample warping and
that's the biggest
shit.
Yeah, the FL has caught up now. They have the same. They have more world modes now or whatever. But
yeah, bro.
What about for synths and stuff? What kind of plugins you using? What's your an Omnisphere guy? Or you?
I don't want to give off all the secret sauce.
No, don't know. That's why I'm just asking.
Yeah, I still use Omnisphere a lot for sure, man.
Yeah, don't know. The other ones I get it in hip hop. It's different because when I make dubstep music, everybody uses Serum.
Oh yeah, I still use Serum too, though, man.
Serum's still the shit. I use Serum too. Serum's not my main anymore.
Yeah.
But everybody uses Serum.
What do you use, man?
I use Faceplant. I'm a big Kilo Hearts guy.
All right,
dude. That's the best value budget pack of plugins. I've got so much use out of all the stuff. All the stuff is good. You get their synth, which is it's empty when you open it, and then you load in your wavetables, and you load in your LFOs, you load in your filters, you load in everything, and then it has 3 effect strips, and it comes with 30 plugins. So there's delays, reverbs, filters, combs, filters, EQs, and so you get a whole 30 pack. But you can also use those plugins outside of their synth and use them just on your channel, so you can use them on whatever the fuck you want. So you get 30 of them, and for their subscription price, you get anything new they make, you get it automatically. So you can just get any new plugin they make, and then they have this other thing called multipass, which allows you to split the frequency range by like what frequencies, and then you can put effects just on like you can put like an effects chain on just like 0 to 200, and then you can put a different set of effects on just like 200 to like 800, and then a different set of effects, and you can like set them on the EQ, and then yeah, so like you get a bunch of dope shit, and it's $10 a month, and if you pay it for a year, you get $100 gift card. And so if you just pay for like the main programs like
that's crazy, man.
Then you get all the new stuff like Kilo Hearts. I fucking love the Switch. And it's like infinite. So when I'm making synths and making sounds, I can like you can make a whole song just inside the synth, like everything, because you can just program infinite oscillators, and you could program an oscillator to do drums, and then put infinite LFOs to control the drum pattern, and then infinite LFOs to. So I mean, it's like a DAW in itself.
That's wild, man.
I'll pull it up for you if you want to doodle with it after. If you want to see it.
I'll check it out, man, for sure. That's above my knowledge, man. I'm not like super into sound design and stuff.
I'm into like yeah. That's just because I'm into like dubstep.
I've always wanted to get into it. It just seems like so much, man. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I've got so much on my hands. I don't know if that's like my strong suit.
Yeah.
But one of my best friends, shout out T-Stick, man. Like he went to school for all that and like producing. So that's why I switched to Ableton, because I seen him like doing all this shit. I'm like, well, how do you do that? He gave me a lot of sauce over the years too.
Yeah.
So
you need those, man. Everybody needs people to like. You can't do it in a vacuum, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. He produced that one. I showed you like the first one there.
The first song you played?
Yeah.
That song is produced well, so I asked the beats. That's just to be curious too. That one you played with the music video though, that's your beat?
Oh no, I bought that beat off of another producer, but I just wrote to it.
Yeah, that's how it goes. He said if you want to be a rapper, you're gonna do. Oh, there's not EQs. Can't make beats or save it for whatever. Too.
Sometimes I want to put all my energy into writing rather than producing, and then by the end of the beat, I'm so burnt already. You know?
Yeah. So yeah, then the other one is like I kind of want to be able to cut up like a segment for everybody. It's like got any crazy psychedelic stories? Anything like change your life in like that realm?
Definitely, man.
I feel like so many people have like that one story, and if they're willing to tell it on the internet, I want to just like make a little fucking. You know how you can do like a show on Instagram, like episodes, and then put the episodes on IGTV. I'm gonna cut all the little psychedelic stories.
Yeah, go
put them
for it.
Together.
No, this is funny, bro. We were at this. I would think I must have been like 16 years old, man. I was with all my boys, like skipping school or something. We go to this weed store, right? And the guy's selling salvia. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're going to try some.
You had no idea
my
what it
friend's
was.
like, trust me, it's here. We like asked for it. He's like, oh no, we don't got that. He's like, come on, I know you do. And he's like, nah. And he kept bugging him. He's like, fine, come to the back. Like, opens the little curtain, bro. So we got these pills and this and that. And I'm like, shit, man. So you got this salvia shit, bro. We went to this open field, and I took a huge bong rip. I like held it in, and then like, bro, all of a sudden, I was more gone than when I was dreaming. I was like in my own mouth. My head's getting grinded against my teeth. I hear like a Jack in the Box sound, bro. I look at my homie, bro. There's like 40 of his head, and then like a car pulls up, and I thought it was the cops. So I'm like, guys, the cops are here. They're like, no, you're just tripping, bro. I'm like, no, you're all dumb. I start booking it, bro. I was running so hard, like going blocks over, bro. And then all of a sudden, boom, I'm sober. I'm like, what the fuck? I like walk back. I'm like, everyone's just laughing, bro.
That's like what salvia is. Like, because I'm saying this, I'm gonna put the caveat. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist, but like,
don't ever try that shit.
I haven't actually. I couldn't find it when I was a kid. You ever fuck with it? No, you ever fuck with it?
Like, cursed, bro.
But the thing with salvia is like it makes you trip by your fear receptors, and instead of it being like fear, like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's 1,000. So you trip balls. And the reason why people like it's a common thing for people just to fucking book it is because it's like fight or flight. So either you just like get paralyzed by fear and you fucking trip balls for like how long, or if you're like flight, you're like fuck this, dip, and you're in there, and then you come down, and you're like. And you're like, it's not like your heart's like beating, like you're still fucked up. Like, you just like stop. You're like, oh, you're normal, like pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like 15,
I think it's
10,
a 15-minute thing, but it feels like 10 hours in your head, man. It feels like it's never going to end. Yeah,
but
bro.
It's just being
terrified.
Yeah.
Also, all my homies were like made out of Play-Doh, bro. I was freaking out, man. I never done acid or shrooms at that point.
No, that was the first
Anything.
psychedelic?
Yeah,
And they sold it to you as a minor.
Yeah, I was like 16, man.
Yeah, at the
And
fucking weed store.
I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
It was legal, bro. It
Yeah.
wasn't illegal. And it's like supposed to be just like rubber plant, right? Like,
Yeah.
damn.
And like I was with the people that you would not want to be tripping around to.
Yeah.
But like,
And probably in some alley smoking out of a pop
like
can.
I said, open field, man.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
yeah, and they're like, no, that's just a Honda Civic. I'm like, no, it's the cops, bro. Like we run.
Well, at least you know to fucking get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Right? So.
But yeah, man.
Dope. I'm glad I asked that one. There'll be some good ones. Fuck. All right, homie. Well, do you want to run your plugs one more time and then?
Yeah, bro. So it's DEXX_403 on Instagram. In the bio there, you can find a link to everything.
Yeah.
Spotify, YouTube, my Pete store. Yeah, man. But
Run it up.
that's about it, man.
Links in description. Dex, thank you so fucking
Yeah,
much.
thanks
my guy.
for having me, man.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
Much love.
Peace out, y'all.